Hi guys, I'm Shazad and welcome on our YouTube channel. Today's we gonna teach you the CSS3. So this is the crash course. You're gonna learn each and everything in a single video with a minimum time. We're gonna discuss the CSS, what are the properties and also the values which is not available in the CSS. What are the improved classes and also the values available in CSS3. How can you use your backgrounds, borders, border radius, and a lot of things we are going to cover in this video.
Okay, so as you can see, I have the PHP store. I have downloaded and installed. I hope you are using these tools. If you are using some other tools like JetBrains or like Notepad++, it's up to you. Okay, so as you know, we have the CSS. We have created the CSS folder in our F drive. So I have created the CSS folder in F drive. I have created the index.html file. I also have created the assets folder, and in the assets folder, as you can see, we have 3 logos. As you can see, these are the logos, and we also have created a styling file. Okay, fine. I'm saying I'm going to create, okay, I have already opened this one. If you want to open, just click on the file, click on the open, select your path and also the folder, just click on the OK button. I'm saying open this. Okay, now as you can see, this is the index.html file. We have used some codes here, some stuff here. I'm renaming this one so you can easily get the code. Okay, I'm saying this is the basic CSS. Okay, now I'm creating the HTML file so you guys can easily understand. The name of the HTML file is index. Fine. So I'm saying CSS3, and now I'm going to add the style. And here I'm saying where in the assets folder we have style.css. Fine. So I'm saying h1 to check either we have successfully used the file. Here is my heading. And now I'm going to open the style sheet. So in the assets I have a style sheet, and here as you can see we have some codes. I'm also going to comment this one, and now here I'm going to add some class like I'm saying ABC, and here I'm going to call the class by using the dot. Make sure this is a class, and I'm saying background red and okay, fine, and I'm saying color white. Okay, you can open this one by clicking this file. First of all, you can also open with your editor, like just click on the browser. So both are the same thing. Okay, so now as you can see, it's working fine. Let's suppose if you gave the wrong file, then what happens? As you can see, the styling is not working. So how can you debug? Just right click, inspect element, and go to the console. As you can see, it's saying this file is not exist, means this file is not available in the assets folder. So that's why it's giving you the error. That's why the styling is not working. So make sure we are fixing, and this file is definitely available in this folder. Okay, fine. So this is we have used the wrong file. Let's suppose if you have used the wrong path, then what happens? Same errors occurs. So now as you can see, it's saying the system or the HTML file is not getting this folder. So once again, fine, it's working. So now we are ready to go. So now how can you create the corners? Let's suppose these corners here. So I'm saying with the same class, I'm saying border radius, I'm saying 10 pixel. Go to the back, refresh the page. As you can see, it's fine. Fine. So you are giving the radius, or you are creating the corners 10 pixels. You can also use the 5 pixels. Make sure you are saying for each corner, like left, right. So this is the top left, top right, bottom left, bottom right. Okay, fine. Let's suppose I am saying padding. Sorry, I'm saying padding 10 pixels, so you guys can easily understand. So with some margin, I'm saying margin from top 10 pixels. Sorry, I'm directly using DR for now. Fine. So now, as you can see, these are the corners you have created. What happens if you only need the top corner? I'm saying I'm going to open with the inspect element to save my time. I'm saying with this one. Okay, now this is the border radius. If I'm saying 5 pixel, or if I'm saying 0 pixel, 0 pixel, 0 pixel. Okay, so now here, as you can see, you are just adding the corner for your top field. Let's suppose if you are saying that it's 15. Okay, so you are using the 15 pixel for the top corner, top left corner. Let's suppose if you need only top left and top right, then you have to enable the second one. Let's suppose I'm saying 10 pixel. So as you can see, you are just used, or you're using the top right corner. Okay, so same way for this 10 pixel, that means you are using for the right bottom. And here, as you can see, this is the last one. So it's start from here, left, right, bottom, and for the ending. So it's up to you. I'm going to refresh this one, and now I'm saying that I am only going to use the 15 pixel for the top left. The rest of the, okay, go to the page, refresh the page, and you can see it's now working fine. Okay, so this is the H1 element. Let's suppose if you have image, like I have image, and go to the page, refresh the page. As you can see, this is the image. If you want to use the border radius for this particular image, let's suppose I'm saying border radius, let's suppose 100 pixels. So here, as you can see, it's giving the 100 pixel for this image. I'm saying assets, and now I'm saying this logo, or for the second image, no, image. Okay, if I'm saying remove this one, here now I'm saying okay, here as you can see, you are not using the border radius here, but once again, so now you are using the 100 pixel border radius for the top, left, bottom. Okay. Okay, now I'm saying here is my stuff for you, and now I'm going to create the element selector. Here I'm saying border image. Make sure I'm saying this is the URL where I'm getting the image. So like I'm saying, go to the previous directory, find the assets, and also I have the image named logo.png. Fine. So go to the page, refresh the page. As you can see, it's not working. Wait for a few seconds, we are going to explain. Go to the console. As you can see, nothing is happening. That means we are not getting any error. Okay, now fine, you have to define I'm saying 30 rounded. Go to the page, refresh the page. Fine, it's not working. So you need some other properties you have to define. I'm saying border 10 pixel solid transparent. Go to the page, refresh the page, and I'm saying padding like 20 pixels. So refresh, and now okay, so it's not the logo, it's border image. So now as you can see, it's working fine. So you can set the image as a border. So here as you can see, it's repeating the image, so that's why it's stretching. We also have another property. If you use the round, that means it will repeat your image, and we also have a stretch property to stretching the image. So in this way you can create or you can use the image as a border. We normally not use, or we never use the image as a border. So in our by using some advanced frameworks, we have some other kind of techniques, we have some other kind of classes available there or over there. So that's why. So this is a basic example to use the border image by using your CSS. So that's why we have covered this one. So you have to familiar the each and every syntax. Okay, so now I'm saying that I'm going to comment this one, so you can easily get the code. You can also get the code from internet. Here I'm saying that I have a div, and I'm giving the class like myBG, that means my background, and here I'm going to call my class by using the dot, and also here I'm saying background. So it's not simple a background, it's a background image, and we have to define the URL. I'm saying find the logo.png. Fine, go to the page, refresh the page. I'm saying height is 200 pixels. So here as you can see, the div height is 200 pixels. I'm going to use the border 1 pixel solid red. Okay, fine. So this is the border. So we are setting the image as a background with border. So this is a single image. Let's suppose if you want to add multiple images, you have to separate with comma, and then you have to use, or you can use the URL. And now I'm saying the img. Okay, so we need some other properties. I'm saying background positions. I'm saying this is right bottom, and the other one is left top. Fine, go to the page, refresh the page. It's here. I'm saying both are the background, repeat, no repeat, and also no repeat. Refresh. So here as you can see, we are using two images as a background. First one, so this is the logo, this one, and second one is this. Okay, so we are saying that for the first one we are using right bottom, so this is the right bottom, and second one left top, so this is the left top. Both images, we are using the property no repeat. That means we are not going to repeat this one. Okay, if you use the single no repeat, then definitely, as you can see, fine, it will repeat. यार ये वाला काट देना. Okay, fine. You can also set the size for your background. Let's suppose I'm saying that I'm going to use a single image. Comment, and now I'm saying okay, fine. I'm going to use single image for this one, and I'm going to copy the entire code. Here I'm going to use the two which we have just created, and now I'm saying background image, and for URL I'm saying this is logo, and the height of the background is, let's suppose, 200 pixels. Fine, so this is the div height. So that's why, because we are not using the stuff here in this div. For this one, we have just created this one. So we are saying that for background, I'm saying repeat, background repeat, no repeat. Fine. And now I have to use the background size. So I'm saying 100 pixel or 150 pixel and 80 pixel with a space. Go to the page, refresh the page. As you can see, it's showing us the 100 and 80. If you use the 150, it's fine. If you use the 150 pixel, okay, you can also use some other properties like the container and also the cover. Here I am saying background size, container. Go to the page, refresh the page, it's fine. If I say cover, go to the page, refresh the page. So as you can see, if you use the cover, it's setting as a 100 pixel or 100%. For this one, if I use the border, 1 pixel, solid olive, go to the page, refresh the page. As you can see, it's setting you as a cover. So it's up to you how you are using. You can also set the size as a pixel, and also you use the container and cover. Okay, so now as you can see, I have color picker. If I select the color picker, okay, fine. Okay, if I open the framework coding igniter, so if I click on the color, select the target. So now as you can see, it's showing us the RGB. The value is 221, 72 and 20. So this is the RGB colors, red, green, blue, and we will discuss about the opacity if you pass the third parameters. Okay, fine. So that's why we are giving you this example. Now if I say that I have a div, I'm going to comment this one so you can easily get the code first of all, and also I'm going to comment all the stuff I have created here. Okay, fine. Now I'm saying I have a div let's suppose RGBA example. So this is the class name. You can also define your own class like A, B, C. Okay, fine. So since this is the class, so that's why we have to call with the dot. So this is very basics. Okay, now, now, if I say that I have a div RGBA example, so this is the class name. You can also define your own class like A, B, C. Okay, fine. So since this is the class, so that's why we have to call with the dot. So this is very basics. Okay, now if I say that, 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 if I say background color. So this is the background color. Now I am saying RGB. It takes 3 parameters as we have discussed this. Like let's suppose we are giving the randomly 200 and also 350 and also 200. So now go to the page, refresh the page. It's not working. We have to define the height. Let's suppose 200 pixel or 400 pixel. We have not specified the content in our div, so that's why we are using 200 is enough. So as you can see, this is the RGB color. Let's suppose if you define the third parameter as 0.5, that means you are using the opacity for this one. The range is from 0 to 1. Let's suppose if you define the 0.1, it's just showing you the color. 0.2, now it's fine. 0.3, 0.5 and 0.9. So 1 is the maximum value, that means original value. If this is the 1 and this is the original color, RGB color, so both are the fine. Okay, let's suppose if you are, so this is the Bootstrap. It's a popular framework. We also have a Bootstrap series, and if I click on the color picker and I need this color, so as you can see, it's showing me the color value, RGB value 121, 82, 179. So it's 121 and it's 82, 179, 179. So okay, so this is the color. If you pass the third parameter 0.4, so it will blur your color. So 0.8, fine. In this way you can use the RGB or RGB red, green, blue with opacity. So if you use the HSL color, standard for, okay, now I'm saying this is another example, second example. I'm going to copy the code, paste the code here with the second one, and now I'm saying instead of RGB, I'm saying HSL. And here I'm saying 121, and this is the 100 pixel, 100%, and this is the 100%. Go to the page, refresh the page. As you can see, it's giving you like this one. Okay, if I define the 25%, it's fine. If I define the 30, fine. If I define the 80, so it's showing you like this. You can also use the opacity to pass third parameter 0.2 or 0.8. It's up to you how you are using. Mostly we use the RGBA instead of HSL. In simple words, if you need more than 2 colors or 2 colors in a single div or in a single element, then you use the linear gradient. And here I'm saying I'm going to define a div. We are not defining the content in the div. I'm saying GRD, that means gradient. I'm going to call with dot because it's a class. So the basic syntax is background image, and I'm saying linear gradient. It takes 3 parameters, fine, the direction and the colors. Let's suppose I'm saying I'm going to use red and olive color. Go to the page, refresh the page. It's not working. Why? Because we have not defined any content inside the div, so that's why we have to define the height. I'm saying height 200 pixel. Fine. So as you can see, we have defined the red and olive. These are the two colors in a single div. If I say to left, go to the page, refresh the page. So now you can see the color is starting from the left. So we are saying the red and olive. So it's starting from the here. So if I say right, so as you can see it's starting from the right. If I say top, it's start from the top. If I say bottom, it's start from the bottom. It's up to you how you are using or what is your requirement. Mostly we never use two colors like this, but sometimes we have to use or we have the special requirement. Okay, you can also use the, let's suppose I'm saying 60 degree. So now it's 60 degree. If I'm saying the 80, so it's showing us the 80 degree. You can also use the angles. Okay, if I'm saying that I'm going to use three colors, just define as many as color as you want, like black, green. So you can see these are the colors we are using. Okay, we have discussed about the RGBA color. You can also use the RGBA colors here. Like if I'm saying RGB colors, it takes few parameters, you know very well. I'm saying 244 and I'm saying 00, 00, and also let's suppose if I say 0. And now I'm saying RGBA. Here I'm saying 255, 0, 0, and also 1. Go to the page, refresh the page. I'm saying right. Okay, you don't need to define the commas because these are the integer values. Okay, for my mistake. Fine. So now as you can see, it's now working fine. You are using the transparency or transparent colors here. So in this way, you can use the multiple colors using gradient. We also have, let's suppose if I have another div, let's suppose this is the second div, and now I'm saying just copy and paste here, define the second which we have just created. I'm saying background image, and here I'm saying radial gradient. I'm saying green, yellow, and olive. So go to the page, refresh the page. We have to define the height. Let's suppose I'm saying 200 pixel. Refresh the page. So now as you can see, it's starting from the center. So this is the center. You can also define the shapes. Let's suppose if I say circle. So this is the circle. And now I'm saying I'm going to define the H2. I'm saying here is my text. Now go to the page, refresh the page. Make sure open this file. Okay, now as you can see, this is the H2. So what happens if you need the shadow? So for the text shadow, we are saying that this is the H2. I am calling the HTML tag. I am saying text shadow. So this is the text shadow. I am saying 2 pixel and 2 pixel. Go to the page, refresh the page. As you can see, we are adding the shadow here. Let's suppose I am saying add the olive shadow. So this is the shadow we are using. Why we are using 2 pixel and 2 pixel? So this is the horizontal and this is the vertical. So now if I say 1 and 2, so as you can see, it's fine. If I say add as well this one, so this is fine. 1 pixel, 1 pixel. So if you add the blur for your text, then you have to pass 4 pixels. So as you can see, now it's showing you the blur. Let's suppose I am saying 2 pixel, so it's showing you the blur effect. Okay guys, so in this way you can add the shadow in your text. Okay, now I'm going to create a div so you can guys really understand how can you define or create the box shadow. I'm saying box shadow. Fine. So now I'm going to call this class in my CSS. Okay, now I'm saying height is 200 pixels. Why? Because we are not using the content inside our div. So that's why we are defining the height. Okay, now I'm saying box shadow, and here I'm saying 10 pixel and 10 pixel, or I'm saying 8 pixel and 8 pixel. Go to the page, refresh the page. So now as you can see, this is the shadow, and if I going to paste some content, here is content. Go to the page, refresh the page, and also I'm saying P, here is my para. Okay, fine. And now we are going to uncome. Okay, so now as you can see, this is the shadow. Similar to the text, you can also add the color for your box shadow. So as you can see, this is the shadow you have just added. You can also use the RGB colors here, like RGB. Okay, now as you can see, we have just used the RGB colors. Let's suppose I'm saying get bootstrap. Here I'm going to select the RGB. It's 121, 82, 171. So 121, 82 and 171. Fine. Go to the page, refresh the page. So now as you can see, you have just added the shadow. Now if I'm saying 2 pixel, go to the page, refresh the page. As you can see, it's showing you the blur. Let's suppose I'm saying 18 pixel. So fine, this is your shadow. Normally we use the online tools to create the text and box shadow. I'm saying box shadow generator. So just click on the first link. So now as you can see, you don't need to define your code. So here these are the settings. Fine. Let's suppose I'm saying that I'm going to use this color, and here this is the shadow. Fine. Okay. Now that's fine. I'm going to use this one. Fine. Okay, so this is the opacity. Fine. Now just copy the code and paste your code here. I'm going to comment this one so you can guys easily get the code. Paste this code here. And why we are using WebKit box? Because of the browser compatibility, we use the WebKit. So as you can see, this is the mouse box shadow. Okay. So in this way, you can add the box shadow for your element, any element. Either it's an image, either it's a cards, either it's a h1 or whatever element you have defined. Okay guys, now I'm saying that I have a para, and I'm saying here is my para, and now I'm saying this is my para. So I have defined the class, and now I'm going to call this one here in CSS file. Okay, now if I say color red, now go to the page, refresh the page. As you can see, it's showing you the color red. Okay, if I say that border 1 pixel solid red, fine. So this is the 100%. Okay, now I'm saying width, not its width 200 pixel. So okay, fine. Now I'm saying it's 100 pixels. Okay, if I define the text like this, so here as you can see, it's not working properly. So that's why you have to use the syntax, which is word rep, and I'm saying break word. So here as you can see, now it's working fine in your div or in your para. Okay, so this is the word rep. So word rep break your content in the next line or onto the next line. So here, fine. Now if I say that this is my para, this is my para for you in the series of CSS and also the HTML. Okay, go to the page, refresh the page. As you can see, it's now fine. What happens if you use fine? What happens if you use word break? So I'm saying word break. We have, you can also use the property value, keep all, fine, and also you can use the break all. So here as you can see, it's now breaking your words. So here as you can see, this is my para for you in, so for you in the series. Okay, in that series, so X is not working properly here, so that's why you have to use the keep all. That means you are saying keep the all words. Okay, so if you are using the words like if you want to add the vertically or horizontally the text, so how can you do that? Like I'm saying, so this is my para, I'm saying here is my para, and this is my second para, here is my second para, here is my third para, and here is my h3. Welcome to CSS. Okay, fine. I'm going to give the class here. So I'm saying this is my para 1, and I'm saying this is para 2. I'm going to call these paragraphs here. I'm saying for the para 1, sorry, para 1, I'm saying, so this is the para 1 class, I'm saying writing mode horizontally. Okay, and for the second para I'm going to use another syntax, like this is my second para. I'm saying right to left. It's vertically, left to right, right to left. Go to the page, refresh the page. So now you can see, okay, here I'm going to use span, and here Shexy. And now I'm saying in the para 1, I also have the span. Go to the page, refresh the page. And now I'm saying left to right. So now as you can see, it's showing you the vertically, right to left. So now I'm going to comment the code so you can easily get the code. Then we start the 2D transformations. Okay. For the CSS, I'm also going to comment the code. Okay. Now, if I say that I have a div, and here the class is, I'm saying transform. Okay, here I'm going to call the div first of all, and now I'm saying background olive, and height is because we are not using the content inside our div, so that's why we have to define the height. I'm saying 100 pixel. Fine. So open your file in your browser. So here, as you can see, it's look like this. So let's suppose if I'm defining the width, let's suppose 200 pixel. So that's it. Okay. Now, if you want to move your element, so how can you do that? So here I'm saying just using that transform. Translate. Now I'm saying 60 pixel, and here I'm saying let's suppose 200 pixel. So now go to the page, refresh the page, and you can see now you have just moved your element. So for your 60 pixel, you are saying that 60 pixel to the right, and also 200 pixel on the bottom. Okay, so if I say let's suppose 50 pixel, so this is the bottom, and I'm saying that 20 pixel, so 60 pixel, 20 pixel. It's up to you how you are using. Okay, now let's suppose you need to rotate your div. We normally not using, or we never use the rotate or these kind of functions in our professional life. So that's why, but we are just explaining that in this way you can use the rotate and also some other kind of functions in CSS. Okay, so whenever I say functions, that means I'm talking about the key and pair values in CSS. Okay, now I'm going to comment this one so you can easily get the code, and I'm saying transform, and here rotate, and I'm saying let's suppose 40 degree. Go to the page, refresh the page. So now as you can see, you are rotating the 40 degree. So if I say that 180 degree, so that means you have just flipped your div. Let's suppose I'm saying 200. So that's fine. It's up to you how you are managing and how you are doing. You can also set let's suppose 100 in minus. Fine. Okay, if you want to scale your or increase your element or div, so how can you do that? I'm going to comment this one first of all, and now I'm saying transform and scale. That means I'm saying 2 times, 3 times. Refresh the page. As you can see, you have just increased your element. Okay, let's suppose if I'm saying 1 time, 1 time. That's it. If you are not using, that's fine. So 2 times you have to define. The by default is 100 pixel and 200 pixel. Its height and width. Now I am saying 2 times and 2 times. Refresh the page. Right click. Inspect element. So now here, as you can see, it's showing you 4000 width and 2000 height. By default, the height is 100 and the width is 200. So here it's showing 4000 width and 400 width and 200 height. So you can increase your div or any elements by using the scale. You can also use scale X and scale Y functions. Let's suppose I'm saying just Excel scale. So refresh the page. So if you right click, inspect element. So now as you can see, it's showing you 400. By default value is 200. That means you are increasing your div on x-axis. So if I say that Y, that means you are going to scale your div in the sense of height. Okay, now we have another syntax. Let's suppose if you want to skew your elements. So how can you do that? I'm saying transform skew. You can also use X and Y. So I'm saying on x-axis, I'm saying 30 degree. So go to the page, refresh the page. So now as you can see, it's skews your element. So if I say Y 30 degree, so now as you can see, it's working fine. So if you want to combine all the 2D elements into one, then you can use the matrix. Let's suppose I'm going to comment this one, and now I'm saying transform matrix. So now I'm saying 2, and the second parameter is I'm saying minus let's suppose 0.9, and third parameter is 0, the fourth parameter is 2 and 0, let's suppose, and 1. So go to the page, refresh the page. So now as you can see, it's look like this. So here, as you can see, if I say div and I'm saying 3D transformation or transform, fine. So I'm going to call the div here. First of all, we have 3 methods to perform the 3D transformations like rotate X, rotate Y, and rotate Z. So here I'm saying this is my content. This is my content. Fine. Now go to your file, open this file. You can also open this file from your browser and also going to your root folder and by clicking the index.html. Okay, so I'm going to open this one from here. So now as you can see, it's showing you this is my content. Fine. So now I'm saying I'm going to use the background. So I'm saying background my olive, and also I'm saying border 1 pixel solid red. Fine. So it's fine. Now I'm saying that I'm going to use the width. So I'm saying 100 pixel. Sorry, 100 pixel for now. This is fine. So here I'm saying transform, and I'm saying rotate X. So here you have to define. I'm saying 150 degree or 130 degree. Okay, go to the page, refresh the page. So now as you can see, it's showing you you are rotating 130 degree. Okay. Similarly, so this is for your x-axis. If you are using, I'm going to comment this one. So now I'm saying transform, rotate. So this one. So you have to pass one argument like 180 degree or I say 120 degree. Fine. So go to the page, refresh the page. So now they can see you are rotating in 120 degree. You can also use the rotate Z syntax for the Z axis. So here I'm saying transform, rotate. So this is the Z. So you have to define the degree. I'm saying 90 or 95 degree. So go to the page, refresh the page. So now as you can see, you are rotating to 90 degree or 95 degree. So in this way you can use the 3D transformations. In the next lecture we are going to show you that how can you use the translation, which were some transforms or some other properties and values. Now I'm saying I'm creating a div first of all, and now I'm saying this is the class and I'm defining my class like transitions. Fine. You can also define any class. It depends on you. Now I'm saying that background, let's suppose, sorry, background red or olive, and the height I'm saying 200 pixel. I'm also defining the width 200 pixel. Fine. Now go to the page, refresh the page. So this is the width and height. So now this is the by default value. I am using the zoom. Fine. Now if I say that transition width 2 seconds, let's suppose. Now go to the page, refresh the page, and here I'm saying whenever, so this is someone hover over this div, I'm saying just make the 300 pixel width 300 pixel. Now go to the page, refresh the page, hover this one. So now as you can see, it's starting from increasing your width from basics, which is the 200 to 350 in 2 seconds. Let's suppose if you are saying in 5 seconds. Now go to the page, refresh the page, hover over the element. So it's complete in 5 seconds. That means from 200 to 350, it completes with 5 seconds. So I'm using the 2 seconds for now. Fine. You can also set the height as well. So this is the width, and you can also set with height by using the comma separate. I'm saying height. So now I'm saying 3 seconds. So now I have to define the height also here, because I'm increasing my height from 200 to 350. So now go to the page, refresh the page, hover over the element. So now as you can see, you are increasing your height and also the width in 2 and 3 seconds. Fine. Let's suppose this is the by default 100%. So now refresh the page, hover over the element. So as you can see, you are increasing your values from basics to 350. Right click. So here, sorry, Now here as you can see 200, 200. Now hover over the element, or you can use the hover. Here now as you can see it's 350, 350. Fine. It's up to you how you are using or managing and what is your requirement. So we have some transition functions like we have the as, linear, as in, as out. So we are going to test one by one. Okay, now I am saying I am going to define some divs. I am going to comment these divs here, and also I am going to comment this here. Now I am saying class. So I am saying this is my div 1. This is div 2, 3, 4, and also div 5. I am saying for each div the value I am using the tags here. I am saying I am defining the width, let's suppose 120 pixel. You can also define the height 120 pixel. And now I am saying background olive, and I am saying transition, let's suppose I am applying on the width 2 seconds. Fine. So now I am saying whenever someone hover over the first div, like I am saying div 1, hover, here I am using the transition function. Transition. So here timing function, I am saying the linear, and I am going to copy and paste this one to save my time. Okay, now I am saying this is for second, this is for third, and this is for fourth, and this is for fifth div. Here I have to change the values. I am saying as, and now I am saying as in, and I am saying as out, and here I am saying as in and out. So now go to the page, refresh the page. So you have divs. Okay, so you have to define the pixel here also. That's why it was not working. Refresh the page, and now I am saying margin. Let's suppose margin bottom 5 pixel. Okay, fine. Now if you hover over this one, sorry, you have to define, because we are applying these settings to all divs, that's why we have to use the div element. We are creating the element selector, and here I'm saying just use the width. I'm saying 380 pixel. Fine. Now go to the page, refresh the page. Whenever someone hover, okay. Once again, refresh the page. So now as you can see, this is working. It's also working. This is also working. This is also working. This is also working. But what is the difference? So why we are using them? Okay, so now as you can see, this is the linear value. So if you use the linear value, that means start and stop speed is the same, because it uses the default values. And if you use the as, so as you can see, this is the is. So second one, it's start as a slow, then fast, and then ends with slow. Fine. So as you can see, it's starting slow, then using slowly, and ending slowly. Start slow, then fast, and then ending slowly. So here as you can see, if you use the as in, so this is third one. So what happens if you use the is when? So effects with a slow start. So as you can see, slow start, then fast. And here, as you can see, if you use the as out, that means you are saying that at the end of the transitions, you are using the slow. The transition effect at the end is slow, so that's why. So this is out. So if you use the as in out, that means you are saying the transitions effect with slow start and also the end. So it's up to you how you are using and managing. You can also use the delay functions to delay your effect. Let's suppose if you are using the delay for 1 second, then how can you do that? I'm saying just delay, sorry, it's transition delay, let's suppose 2 seconds. That means your transition starts after 2 seconds. So it's not pixel, it's a second. So go to the page, refresh the page. Now our element. So now as you can see, it's start after 2 seconds. So you can also use the delay function. We have discussed about the transform. You can also use the transforms properties here. So here I'm saying that if I'm using the transform, I have to define the transform, and I'm saying rotate. I'm saying 160 degree. So now go to the page, refresh the page. So now as you can see, you are using 160 degree. Fine. With 2 seconds. I am going to comment this one, go to the page, refresh the page. So now as you can see, with 2 seconds. Now I'm saying that this is a div. First of all, in the class I'm defining, I'm saying animation. Here I'm calling my animation and I'm saying this is my div. I'm just saying this is the element selector, and I'm saying find the entire divs and add this properties. Let's suppose I'm saying backgrounds red, height, width 200 pixel, and now I'm saying animation name. You have to define the animation name first of all. I'm saying my example, and now you have to define the duration of the animation duration. So now as you can see, this is the duration. I'm saying 3 seconds. Fine. So you have to call this name by using keyframe, add keyframe, and now you have to define the name of your, I'm saying my example. So now as you can see, you have just defined. I'm saying from background red. Okay, I have to define the two here. Background, let's suppose olive. Now what's happening? You have defined your animation name. You are calling your animation name. You are saying just apply the animation for 3 seconds from red to olive. So now I'm opening my file. Now as you can see, it's gradually changing the element from red to olive in 3 seconds. Let's suppose you are saying just change in 1 second. Go to the page, refresh the page. So now it's, as you can see, it's changing the properties in 1 second from red to olive. You can also set the duration for your animation. Let's suppose I'm saying here I'm not using from and to. Now I'm saying that 0%. So the background is, let's suppose, red, and after 24 here, because I'm defining the 25%, I'm saying background olive, and now I'm saying 50% background, let's suppose, green, and I'm saying 75% background yellow, and when you reach 100%, then I'm saying background, let's suppose, aqua. Fine. Now go to the page, refresh the page. As you can see, because the time duration is 1 second, that's why it's happening quickly. I'm saying 3 seconds or I'm saying 5 seconds. So go to the page, refresh the page. Now as you can see, it's changing from red to olive, green, yellow, aqua. When it reaches 25%, after 24, it will change from red to olive. Then 50, it will change from olive to green. Then 75, it will change from green to yellow. And after 75, it will change from yellow to aqua. Go to the page, refresh the page. So now, refresh the page. As you can see, it's working fine. So here, as you can see, we are just defining the background color. You can also use any property. It's up to you how you are using. Let's suppose if I'm saying that left, from left, let's suppose 1 pixel, and comma separate, I'm saying top 1 pixel. Fine. This is the okay. Now I'm saying that left, let's suppose 120 pixel, and now I'm saying top, let's suppose 3 pixel, and here I'm saying from left, let's suppose 130 pixel, top, let's suppose I'm saying 50 pixel. Here I'm saying from left, let's suppose 150 pixel or 170 pixel, and from top I'm saying, let's suppose, 100 pixel. At the end of the animations, I'm saying left 250 pixel, and on top I'm saying 300 pixel, or I'm saying 250 pixel. Now go to the page, refresh the page. As you can see, it's now animating, but it's not moving. Okay, now why it's not moving? Because I have to use the position relative, because we are using left top. You can also use any positions like the position relative, position absolute. Refresh the page. Now as you can see, it's moving your element. In 5 seconds, it's moving your element from 1 pixel to 1 pixel, left and top. So as you can see, 1 pixel, 1 pixel, then 120 and 3, then 130. So it's up to you how you are using and what is your requirement. You can also use the delay mechanism, like we have discussed about the delay in transform. Okay, now I'm saying the duration is let's suppose 7 seconds. and I'm saying animation delay is, let's suppose, 3 seconds. Go to the page, refresh the page. So now as you can see, delay is 3 seconds. After 3 seconds, it will start, or now it's starting. You can also use the minus value in delay. Let's suppose -3. Go to the page, refresh the page. So now as you can see, fine. Let's suppose if you want to animate from 1 to 3, then what happens? So I'm saying animation iterations. You can also define the animation iterations. So this is the iteration count. So let's suppose I'm saying keep the animation of 4. So now go to the page, refresh the page. Because we are using the delay, so I have to comment the delay. That's why. Refresh the page. So this is a one time. This is the second attempt. And this is the third attempt. So after third, you can also define the infinity time to animate your animation, like define the infinity. So now your animation start again and again and again. You can also use the animation timing functions like linear, as in, as out, and also as in and out. So it's up to you how you are managing. Let's suppose you are saying that so now I'm saying I need an image. Let's suppose img. This is the source code to get the image. Okay, now if I say that go to the assets and find the image.jpg. So now go to the page, refresh the page. As you can see, this is the image. Now if I say we are going to use this image, fine. So here I'm saying that img, because we have a single image, that's why we are calling with this element selector. So now as you can see, you have the image with corners. So I'm saying border radius, let's suppose 10 pixel. That means I'm saying 10 pixel from left and right and this bottom and also here. Fine. I'm going to images. I'm going to use another image. I think this is for best. Fine. Now I'm going to save this image. I'm saying go to the, no, I think this is CSS and this is assets, and now I'm saying nation. Here I'm saying I'm going to use this image. So now, okay, fine. This is okay. Now as you can see, without border radius, so our image is look like this one. So if you need need the rounded borders, not borders. So as you can see, you are cutting the image here and also here and here and also here. I am saying 10 pixel from left, right, top, bottom. You can also define separately 10 pixel, 10 pixel, 10 pixel. Fine. If I say 0 pixel and this is 0 pixel, this is 0 pixel, then I am saying just corner the image left side and this is the right side. Fine. And this is the bottom right side and this is the left bottom left side. It's up to you how you are managing. You can also give the values in percentage. Let's suppose 50%. Go to the page, refresh the page. So now as you can see, it's look like this. Mostly we use, let's suppose, width 200 pixel and height 200 pixel, and then I am using 400 pixel border radius. So now as you can see, it's look like this one. So this is a trick. You can use the width 200 pixel and then add these two values, 200 plus 200, 400. So now as you can see, it's showing you like this. Okay, so how can you set as a thumbnail? Let's suppose you can define. So I'm saying this is thumb class thumbnail, and here I'm saying I'm going to comment this one. Now I'm creating a thumbnail for this particular image. I'm saying border 1 pixel, solid red or whatever border you are going to give. And now I'm saying border radius, let's suppose 8 pixels. And now I'm saying padding, let's suppose 10 pixel, and image width is, let's suppose, 100 pixel. Go to the page, refresh the page. So now as you can see, you are using the padding here. So you have to use the padding like this, or 1 pixel. Use the color, let's suppose this color. So now as you can see, we are using the RGB colors. Remove the opacity. So here as you can see, we have just created the thumbnail. It's up to you how you are using. Let's suppose 0.6 we are using the opacity, border opacity. So if I'm not using the width, then as you can see, it's showing like this. It's not a responsive image. So how can you do that? How can you create a responsive image? I'm saying maximum height is 100%. So you have to use the maximum height. And I'm saying height is auto. Go to the page, refresh the page. So this is 0. If I open this one and this device, iPhone 5, so now as you can see, it's fine. If you are not using this one, so it's also fine. Okay, so now if you want to align your image in center, then how can you do that? I'm saying for aligning the image, now I'm saying display, lock, margin left auto, and also margin right auto. Now go to the page, refresh the page. So now you are forwarding your image in center. You can also use the opacity if you want to transparent your image, like opacity 0.2 or 0.5. So now transparent image 1, like this, 2, like this, 4, like this. If you set to 1, so 1 is a default value, so that's why. Comment this one, so you can easily get the code. So let's suppose if you want to show some text over your image. So now refresh. If you want to set the text here or any point, then what you need, I'm saying container. Now I'm saying for this container I'm defining position, relative, find, and here I'm saying this is my text. Let's suppose if I'm defining the P, that means paragraph. Here is my text. So now go to the page, refresh the page. So your text starts here. So now I'm saying, since I'm using the relative, then I'm saying I'm defining the class here, my para, and here I'm saying that position absolute. So fine, and since we are pushing our image to the center, so that's why we need to comment this one. And now okay, now it's fine. So your text is here. So now as you can see, your text is here. For text, I'm saying that color white. So in this way you can define your text like this. Okay, if you want to flip your image, then how can you do that? I'm going to comment this one. Just focus on the image. So what you just need to use the transform scale X. So I'm saying -1. Go to the page, refresh the page. So now as you can see, you are flipping your image. Fine. Let's suppose if you need some hover effect, I'm saying here. Fine. Just hover over the image. You are flipping the image. So in this way you can use as many as property as you want to style your image. So I hope guys you are enjoying this series. If you think we are doing good, feel free to share our courses and also the videos, and don't forget to click on the subscribe button so you never miss any updates. So thank you for watching. Let's suppose if you want to add multiple style in a single element, fine, then how can you do that? Make sure why we are saying multiple style. Let's take another example. If you want to define multiple or different types of style rules for your different devices, for your different media devices, like if you want to give your red color for a particular div in iPhone and the same div the different color in Windows Phone or desktop application, something like that. Okay, we are going to take some examples so you guys can easily understand. I'm going to comment this one so you can easily get the code. First of all, also for this one, I'm saying this is style or XYZ, whatever class you are giving, it's up to you. Now here I'm saying background red first of all, and I'm saying height is 200 pixel. Let's suppose I'm also defining the width 200 pixel. So go to the page, refresh the page. So as you can see, this is a div. And now I want to change. I am accessing this page. So this is I think 32 inches screen. So let's suppose if I want to access this device in iPhone 6, then as you can see, it's still showing you the red color. Fine. Now I'm saying here I'm saying media screen, and I'm saying and here I have to define the minimum width. Let's suppose 400. Fine, 400 pixel. And then I'm going to call this one, and I'm saying background olive. Now go to the page, refresh the page. As you can see, it's fine. Now you have just changed. That means after 40 pixel, so here we are, as you can see, 375. Fine. Okay, fine. So now as you can see, it's showing you the olive color. Why? We are saying that whenever your device accessed after 375, so it's applying this one. So let's suppose if I am going to access in 375, as you can see, the device, the color is red. So below the 375, your div color is showing you the red, but after 375 pixels, so now as you can see, you are changing your div color. Okay, let's suppose if I'm saying that maximum, fine. So it's showing you the red. Fine. Whenever you access the 375, so now you have just changed the device color. That means you are saying this is the by default color. Below this one, 735, your device add or the browser add this color. Fine. So I'm saying customly 300. Fine. 300 by 300. So as you can see, it's showing you the color. So this is the 300 by 300 device. You can change as many color as you want. So if you use the maximum, that means you are saying that before this 75, like 375, like 300, 200, just add this olive color. After that, you are applying the same color like this. So here, same color. But if you access the same file with 320, so now as you can see, it's working fine. Fine. So guys, in this way you can add the media queries, and you can change your properties, or you can change your styling for different devices.
So I hope guys you are enjoying our videos. If you think we are doing good, thumbs up, and please do support our channel and also our content by clicking the subscribe button and pressing the bell icon, and also sharing our content with your friends and social networks. So thank you for watching.